Lego Movie's awesome! Lego Movie's great like we said it would be. Lego Movie's awesome! I hope you all agree. This movie is stellar thanks to Lord and Miller. You and I side by side on a couch double-decker. Let's watch it together. On Blu-ray, out to date, let's shout yay. You must own this edition today. Lego Movie's awesome. Lego Movie's great like we said it would be. Lego Movie's awesome. I hope you all agree.
Beaver cap and his checkered tie. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a common measure.
Aficionados.
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panoramas. He likes to impersonate walk-on.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and today everything is awesome. And why is that exactly? Well, that's because one of my favorite movies of this year is finally available on Blu-ray, and I have just picked it up and I cannot wait to talk about it with all you guys. And that film is, of course, the Lego Movie, but more specifically, the Everything is Awesome Edition. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what exactly makes the Everything is Awesome Edition different from the other release of the Lego Movie on Blu-ray, and why I think that you guys should shell out the extra dough for this collector's set. Well, the biggest difference, other than the cool little goodies that it comes with in this awesome collector's clear case, is that this is the only way that you can get the Lego Movie on 3D Blu-ray. And of course, it is a combo pack, so it's a 3D Blu-ray plus a Blu-ray and a DVD, so you can watch it anywhere, anytime. So for a lot of you people who have 3D TVs and 3D Blu-ray players and want to own the Lego Movie in 3D, this is so far the only way that you can get it. But the other cool thing about this collector's edition is some of the cool things it comes with, which, as you can see, is a really cool clear case, which you can promptly display on your shelf, which is what I plan to do with it. And it actually comes with a little minifigure of the character Vitruvius, which is the Morgan Freeman character in the movie. What you see right here is actually a 3D Emmett photo that actually has a stand that you can fold out, so you can actually display it on possibly your desk or on a shelf somewhere. That's really what this collector's set is. It's a bunch of little knickknacks. The other thing you should probably know if you're like me and you want to display the case like this on your shelf, you should probably have an empty Blu-ray case, because the only way to make all these things stay where they are as they were presented when you bought it is you should probably have an empty Blu-ray case like I did, because if you're like me, you probably don't want to open this up all the time to watch the Lego Movie, because quite frankly, I'm going to watch this movie frequently. So, easy access, you can just take it out, it's just a regular Blu-ray case. The big disappointment for me, however, is that it's one of those Blu-ray cases, much like several releases that have been coming out in the recent years, is that they actually stack the discs. On the left side, you have the DVD, of course with a bunch of flyers right here, so special there. So you have the DVD on the left side, you have the Blu-ray on the right, and underneath the Blu-ray is the 3D Blu-ray, which is very disappointing because I just... Oh, there it goes. See? Which is really disappointing that they're not just going to put trays anymore. It's kind of annoying that they're just stacking discs, but at least it's the Blu-rays, because Blu-rays actually have a special coating that makes them more scratch resistant, so I sincerely doubt that these Blu-rays will come scratched up when you buy them, but I would say, be warned if that really bothers you. Perhaps this release is not for you, so you should probably just get the regular Blu-ray edition. So that's really all that makes the Everything is Awesome edition different from the regular releases. Really, if there's nothing here that really tickles your interest, unless, of course, you really want it on 3D, there's no real reason to get the Everything is Awesome edition unless you're a cuckoo collector like me, or just a really big fan of the movie and want to have the coolest edition to have on your shelf to show your pride and love for the movie. That's really all it's for. I mean, it's a collector's edition for a reason. It's for collectors. Now let's talk about the Blu-ray itself, which, of course, all the things I'm going to talk about are not exclusive to the Everything is Awesome edition. You can get the very same stuff on the regular edition, which you can pick up for about $17.99, which I would highly recommend if you're not willing to shell out the extra 40 bucks for the Super Edition. But this Blu-ray is packed with bonus features. This is probably the most bonus features I've seen on a Blu-ray, at least for a recent release, in a very long time. I think it was somewhere around 10 or 15 or something like that. I lost count because I spent the whole night watching them all, and they were all really, really good bonus features, tons of featurettes. The coolest thing, however, is that there's an audio commentary for this movie, and it's quite possibly one of the best audio commentaries I've heard in a very long time, because not only did they get the two directors of the movie, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, but they also got some of the cast, including Chris Pratt, who's the voice of Emmett. They got Will Arnett, the voice of Batman, They got Charlie Day, the voice of Benny. They got Alison, Brie, the voice of Unikitty. And even Elizabeth Banks pops in for a few minutes, and she was the voice of Wildstar. It's a very, very entertaining commentary. It's just as entertaining as the movie, and that's not easy to say for most commentaries because, to be honest, some commentaries are just downright boring because they don't get the kind of people I want to listen to, but they knew what they were doing with this one. They got the people who you'd want to listen to and are just as entertaining as the movie. I mean, they are comedians, so they know how to keep your interest. And it's even some facts that Chris Miller talks about during the movie that I didn't even know about. That's how good the movie is that he points out things in the background that even I missed in the movie that are downright hilarious. There's a scene in the movie when the characters are trying to outrun the bandits in the Wild West setting, and a pig actually falls to its death, but when it hits the ground, it actually turns to sausage links. It's a little gag that Chris Miller points out that I didn't even notice in the movie, so there's tons of things like that. It makes you want to rewatch the movie over and over again to see if there's other jokes like that that you completely missed. There's a bunch of featurettes like the making of the Lego movie, and there's also some tutorials on how to build both a physical version of the double-decker couch and Emmett's car, and a digital tutorial on how to build the very same thing. So it gets you a bit of an idea on how the movie was made by going from physical Legos to making it all done in digital computers to emulate the look of a Lego. It's really awesome stuff, and it's just a really cool bonus feature to check out. There's also some standard stuff like outtakes and deleted scenes, and there's actually a sing-along of the Everything is Awesome song, which I thought was really, really cool. And that, I can't even remember them all. That's how many bonus features are on this set. It is packed, and it's definitely worth picking up. The bonus features alone should get you interested in buying the Lego movie on Blu-ray. I know that probably a lot of people have it already on digital HD, but if you really want to get the full Lego movie experience, I definitely recommend that you pick it up on Blu-ray. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Everything is Awesome edition, only for like crazy fans like me and collectors, but just pick up the regular release on Blu-ray. It's got the same bonus features, and I can guarantee that you're going to find the bonus features to be just as entertaining as the movie, if not, maybe more. I'm not sure. Now let's talk about the picture and audio quality. Since this is a new movie, it's going to benefit very well on Blu-ray, so it looks great, sounds great. In fact, I think it looks better on Blu-ray than it did in the theater, because this is a completely digital film, so you know, it's shot in a specific way, and it's going to benefit a particular way, so I believe that the Blu-ray benefits the picture quality a heck of a lot more. This is quite honestly the best animated Blu-ray I've seen since Frozen, and a lot of you know that Disney does a fantastic job with their Blu-rays. Warner Bros. Has clearly taken note of what Disney does, because this is a fantastic transfer. It's got fantastic bonus features. It's just an overall great presentation. It's a must-have for all fans of the movie, for anyone who has kids, really. I mean, if they haven't seen this movie, I'd be genuinely surprised. It was an enormous hit movie, and for good reason. It's a fantastic movie. It's one of the most well-written movies I've seen in a very long time, and to say that about a movie called The Lego Movie, that's saying a lot. It's an ingenious movie. It's absolutely hysterical. I'm going to be watching this over and over again until probably the end of this year, and then I'll watch it over again the next year. And that's how much I adore this movie. And if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you check it out. And if you have seen it and you love the movie, definitely pick it up on Blu-ray. And if you're a super fan like myself and have money to burn, definitely pick up the Everything is Awesome edition, because it's a really cool collector's set, and it just looks great on your shelf, and it just shows my pride for how big a fan I am of the Lego Movie. That's really all I have to say about the Lego Movie Everything is Awesome edition, and I want to give a very special thanks to my good friend AnalysisBrony for doing the CGI opening introduction for this video. It looked fantastic. You did a great job, and I'm very happy that you did that for me. And of course, a huge hug and a very, very special thanks to EileMonty, aka Eiley Cheeks, for singing the Everything is Awesome parody for the same intro. You did a phenomenal job, and I thank you so much for doing that. It came out fantastic, and you guys made this video as good as it could be. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Hey, you just watched a video. I'm proud of you. And if you like what you saw, then click that subscribe button right like that. That's what it's for. Also, if you're feeling extra generous, you can support my channel on Patreon in the link below. Anyone who donates to the Patreon gets their name at the end of the credits of every video, just like these awesome supporters. And if you want to keep up to date on any projects that I'm currently working on, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are also down in the description. Thanks again, and if you're bored, there's other videos that you can watch by me. I promise you, they're good and funny. My mom said so, you know, it must be true. And if you're cold or naked, I also sell t-shirts. The links are in the description below.